And now to today's minor semi-final at the MCG between the Swans and Fitzroy. I might just say that it's a different format to how we would normally pick the eyes out of a game. For the last 3 seasons, when finals have been played on a Sunday, we've done some quick editing and shown you the crucial parts of the Sunday games. But after a complaint from Channel 7 in Melbourne, the VFL has withdrawn its permission for such a coverage. Permission was granted in 1984, reiterated in 1985, and again prior to this year's finals. Well, we've done the best with what we were allowed. And it's a pity because what a game it was. The Lions kicked the first 3 goals of the match, but the Swans hit back late in the first term to trail by 8 points at quarter time. They hit the front in the second quarter to lead by 9 points at half-time. By the final change, the margin was 12 points, but the Lions weren't done with yet. We pick it up on a barrage of Fitzroy goals at the start of the last term, the commentators Tim Lane, Ian Robertson and Jeff Leake, and a crowd of 65,000.
Believe it. He's kicked so many goals on this ground. Pert kicks a boomer. Almost to the centre line. In fact, now it's at the centre line on the first bounce. Great tackle, Hinchin on Neagle. Bernie Harris off the ground. But it's inside 50 metres for Fitzroy. Quinlan hovering over it. The Swans out of defence momentarily. Dwyer, Loken on the 50-metre line. Unloads, long and straight.
The Lions trail by 7 points. Hinchin kicks a long one up towards centre wing. In good position, Rendell flicked on by Clayton. Clayton kicks it quickly towards half forwards. A chance here, run on. Fit man Bernie Harris. He'll outrun that Mackesy. Kicks it around the corner. Quinlan, it's over the top. It might even bounce through for a goal. That's obviously a goal. It's either Bernie Harris or the man on the line, which was Richard Osborne. And a throw in 35 metres around from the Fitzroy goal. Quinlan and Carter again.
Bernie Harris again. Clever kick. He's done it! An amazing transformation. They were 3 goals in front about 5 or 6 minutes before three-quarter time, and it really looked as though they were just about through to the preliminary final. But that was to deny Fitzroy's pluck. Quinlan again! The Roys have kicked 4 in 8 minutes. Quinlan's got his 3rd, and they lead by 11 points, and their fans are hysterical.
And now to 8 minutes from the end, after another goal each, and the Lions lead by 11 points.
22 minutes gone, last quarter. Fitzroy 11 points in front. Mitchell to Hawke. But straight to Loken, who's been a hero in this quarter. Into half forward. Toohey under it. Oh, what a mark.
Oh, he's hurt.
Great mark by Toohey. I think he'll recover to take the kick. He's heading in the wrong direction at the moment and looking like a man who's been on the wrong end of Joe Frazier. But now he's okay. And from centre half back. Oh, Bolton being held. And the umpire gives 15 metres, which is intelligent umpiring because Bolton was on the wrong side of the ball, which meant the kick couldn't be relayed. So an advantage is paid the Swans' way. But 22.5 minutes have gone and they need 2 goals to win the match.
Toohey's kicks a boomer to the half-forward line. A great mark there by Keane, who came on for his replacement in this term, and he kicks out wide. Logan's had very sure hands in this final turn. There's Murphy. Young Dwyer in his first final on the MCG just takes it out of play. And the Lions have it. They're leading by 11 points. 5 or 6 minutes to play.
Neagle, high kick towards half forward. McIver, no mark taken. Mitchell does it well. Here's a chance for the Swans. There's a player wide in Bays. He's on his wrong kicking foot. Now he'll get the left foot to it and kick a goal. Beautiful kick by Bays, and the Swans within 5 points. We've played 23.5 minutes. Fitzroy 13-15. The Swans 13-10. Good shepherding to enable him to get onto that left foot.
Centre square infringement. Swans free kick to Coleman. A goal will put them in front. And now the Roys have really got to gird their loins. Right from 50 metres out. Into full forward. Mackesy there. And Morwood. Healy smothered. Fitzroy men everywhere around him. And eventually over the line it goes. We've crossed the 24-minute mark. About 5 minutes of play remaining. 5 points the difference. Fitzroy in front, but the Swans still in there pitching.
Quick goal for the Swans here will put them in front by a point. Clear from the back pocket. Neagle had it, bounced away from his chest. Gets it again. He's had a marvellous match. One of the Swans' best. Was held, didn't have it. Browning breaks away. 60 metres out. The kick smothered. It comes back into a gaggle of players. Logan, a wonderful last quarter. Sure hands. McIver. Clayton's on one leg at this stage. Badly towards Osborne. A balloon kick. Carter and Osborne hit the back. Yes, it's Bolton.
Well, good mark by Bolton right in the last line of defence for the Swans. Boy, did they look sick. Hawke in the centre. Hand pass. Coleman. He doesn't know what to do with it. He feeds it out to Murphy. Murphy running. He nearly was caught. Can't get the handball clear. Keep it there, son. He can't. Now the kick off the ground attempted by Coleman. The ball loose. Osborne kicks it out to the wing. Leading in the race for the ball, Bernie Harris tried to tackle by Bolton. He kicks it over the boundary line and a throw in on centre wing. Umpire Castle. Ball out of bounds 19 times in this quarter, and it's a desperate struggle between two very tired sides.
We're in time on, half a minute into time on. One team will survive to fight another day, and one will be out of the competition. At the moment, Fitzroy in front. And it really is a blood and guts affair now. 40 players giving everything they've got. Two clubs downtrodden since the Second World War, and both looking for their best result since 1945. Neagle back in the defensive half for the Swans. Kicks it very high in the air, not far along the ground. Now Turner. Mackay, it's Keane. Up to Quinlan. Has to go the spoil. Barwick well tackled. Lucky not to be penalised. I thought that might have been a Swans free kick. 26.5 minutes gone, and the Swans needing a goal to snatch it.
5 points in favour of Fitzroy. Umpire Cameron to low bounce. Well, Quinlan got up with an enormous leap there. Carter's caught, run into by his opponent Quinlan. McIver snatches the ball and kicks and misses.
It's a valuable score because now the Swans need 2 scores to win the match.
And of course they've got to kick it out. Time running out. Nearly 27 minutes of play.
Roberts kicks the ball into the members' wing. It's 4 players, 2 against 2, but it's a good mark by Murphy. He's done a good job, this young fellow. All day long he's been a trier. 15-metre penalty against Dwyer. It's his 11th kick, David Murphy. Get a hurry on. Kicks it direct towards centre half forward. The Swans need a mark. They can't get it. On the bottom of the pack and keeping it is Clayton. Looks like Scott Clayton, who's done an excellent job on Williams. And umpire Castle will bounce right on the point of the centre square.
7 goals kicked in the last quarter. It's gone 27.5 minutes. I'd say about 2 minutes of play remaining. McIver boots Fitzroy into attack. Carter should have marked it. Harris well tackled. No free kick though. And a ball up at half forward for Fitzroy. We're almost at the 28-minute mark. The Swans might get one more chance to mount an attack to score and save the match.
It's 1 goal on the ball coming out. Good pick up, Murphy. A good last quarter. Hawke gets it. Here's Thornton. Turned the right way to find Turner. Turner quickly onto his boot. Barwick's there. Knocked away. Carter's there as well. Good run here by Holden. Holden kicks to the wing. There's 3 Swans out there. Clayton's the only Fitzroy player. Good scanning by Williams. They're needing time at this stage up the Morwood. Has kicked 4 goals. Belted away from him. Ripping through is Browning. Morwood. The man looses. Neagle. He's 70 metres from goal. He gets it up in the air. A big leap from Capper's needed. He won't get it. Here's Ruse. Got a fist to it. Put it through. It's a behind. Oh, and the Swans, if they can get 1 goal, the scores at this stage. 5 points. It's 5 points to the Lions. The Swans can win it with 1 kick.
Kick in, finds Thornton in the back pocket. Thornton kicks it to a wing. Fitzroy have the loose players. It's Bernie Harris, and he gets the Lions out of trouble. Kicks it over the wing. Chance for Barwick. He's running nicely. Left foot kick in towards full forward. Quinlan can't mark. It's on the ground in front of the goals. Quinlan snapshot for goal. Around the corner is offline, and it'll go out of bounds right against the behind post, and a throw in at the 29-minute and 20-second mark. Time ticking away. Fitzroy lead by 5 points.
Can't be more than a minute left. The Swans have got to transfer it from one end of the ground to the other and kick a goal. Coleman gains 40 metres. Morwood well spoiled by Blakey. Battles on well. Browning well tackled. And then the siren's gone. The Roys have won it. Fitzroy are in the preliminary final. They won the elimination final by a point. And now they've won the first semi-final by 5 points. And they'll meet Hawthorn at VFL Park next Saturday for the right to go into the grand final against Carlton. And the Swans, after a great year up in Sydney, crash out of the competition without a win in the finals.
What a game it was. Fitzroy by 8 points at quarter time, and then the Swans came back in the middle 2 quarters and worked to a 12-point lead by 3/4 time, but eventually Fitzroy by 5 points after kicking 5-2 to 2-3 in the last quarter. Crowd 65,763. For the Lions, Conlon kicked 4 goals, Quinlan 3 and Osborne 2, and for the Swans, Tony Morwood kicked 4, 2 each to Bolton, Danaher, Bays and Kappa. Now let's take a look at some more highlights from the 2 weekend finals.
Kick smothered again. Hawks swarming on it like bees. Buckenara.
Across to Wallace. Hawthorn looking good. Brereton runs into Bradley. Good play, but Brereton gets it clearly to Loveridge. Loveridge got plenty of space to move. Chips it in short, looking for judgment. Over the top, Curran.
Buckenara gets one in the back. And he'll take the free kick. Allowed to play on. It goes to Deere. On to Loveridge. 50 metres out. A driving kick for goal is home.
Now Wallace comes through. Robinson tackles him. Deere, the big fellow, hand pass to Ayres. Kicks long to half forward. Oh, Harms, superb.
Isn't he beautiful? Down to Dominator. Up goes Wayne Johnson and marks. Off onto his trusty left foot and drives to Kernahan.
Had the height advantage, but he judged it beautifully. Elvin is there in support, so he kicks it long. It'll be Mew. Momentum will carry him forward. Maybe a little too long. Judge now can steady. Buckenara's there. Now Buckenara can move the ball up to the half-forward line. Motley is there. Dean comes out to put the pressure, but Buckenara's shot, the goal is through, and that's a magnificent piece of play.
Judge to Wallace. Wallace is caught. Down he goes. Reece Jones is with the ball. They overdid it. Reece Jones kicks it perfectly into Mackenzie. Mackenzie across to goes to Glaskett. Glaskett downfield, and the mark is taken by Evans. Evans is off and will shoot for goal from 40 metres out and won't make it. Up they go and Kernahan over the top of Mew with a sensational mark. Well, Hawthorn paid for their errors that time. Just
The Lions are there in numbers. Thornton. And Dwyer having an enormous first quarter in his first final ever, playing against Merv Neagle. He breaks away his third kick. It's a beautiful pass. Osborne grabs it.
Quinlan smothered. Hinchin, Conlon. He's done it! A miracle goal!
By Tony Danaher. Morwood, a short one. Goal for the Swans. Kicked by Bolton. Was it Bolton?
Yes.
Now Morwood. Great hand pass. Bays. There's their second. Trailing by just 3 points. Well played, Osborne. He's got a head of steam up today from 50 metres. Quinlan. Yes!
And Browning kicks it back to where Pert kicked it from. 60-metre kicks, both of them. Healy, handball out to Morwood. Here's a goal. Tony Morwood doesn't miss these. And he didn't miss that one. Another goal to the Swans, and they've hit the front.
Up to Quinlan and Carter, one out. Conlon, great chance. All the way.
Doesn't matter. Here's Dwyer. Has the run. He's a left footer. Handball to Barwick. Barwick 70 metres from goal. Let's go with an enormous kick to Quinlan and Carter. Quinlan!
Whistle on play and advantage then applied as Browning bangs it long. Morwood with judgment. Has a shot. And goals!
And who's to say the Lions won't continue to win games by a kick and go all the way. Well, now to our awards for the week, and these during the finals don't affect the marks and goals for our competitions. Well, the mark of the day was taken at the MCG today when Swans' Tony Morwood had the sit, but he sure lifted the crowd. This high leap shows his desire for the ball.
And he comes up for his 7th kick, Mark Bayes. A very good performance so far. Kicks it long into the full forward area. At the back. Well, he's had 2 or 3 preliminaries.
And now to the play of the day and David Glascott of Carlton from yesterday's game at VFL Park. After missing half the season, the former wingman came back as a rover this year, and when the floodgates opened against Hawthorn, he carried the ball half the length of the field, leaving defenders in his wake.
Dowd from half-back flank up to centre wing. Meldrum from behind. And outmarks Di Domenico. Plays on quickly to Glascott. Carlton with their tails up. Glascott backed himself and ran around the defender too easily. They'll take it all the way. David Glascott, what a run. 45 metres out. Murphy unmarked again. Silvani in the square. And Stephen Silvani. And 2 weeks of the season remaining. Next week's preliminary final at VFL Park on Saturday is Hawthorn against Fitzroy, while Carlton wait to see who they have to play. Well, we'll be back again next week with the preliminary final edition of the winners and the drawing of our competitions. We leave with the goal of the day, and you'd have to be quick to spot this one. Bernie Evans kicked the ball on the volley with the goals his objective, but I wonder how many times he could repeat it if he tried it 100 times. And in the closer, Carlton won on the field and dominated the glamour stakes before the game, but there was one Hawk who did get in the act.
As Kernahan does battle there, McClure in front, takes it with him, runs into trouble. A strong tackle, kicked off the ground by Evans, and he's fluked it.